Hello everyone. Thank you so much for being here today. I am attempting today to take down my Christmas tree and some decor in my living room. Now, I can't do much right now, but I'm trying my best to upload as little as I can or as much as I can because I have not been feeling good for the past few weeks at all. When I thought I was getting better, I just started getting worse, and so I've not been uploading. And for that, I do apologize for my viewers who um, are there with me, supporting me, being here for me, watching my video, commenting, giving me feedback. I appreciate you so much, and thank you so much for your understanding as to why I haven't uploaded any videos. So now that I am still not feeling good, I must say, I'm not feeling good. I had to force myself today to go and take down this Christmas tree because it was just there. It was giving me that conviction of I don't want the Christmas tree in the living room anymore. It is February and I have to take it down. No matter what I do, try laying down, try resting, try doing everything, I just couldn't stand to have the Christmas tree in the living room. Usually I take off the Christmas tree the last day of January. I normally take down my Christmas tree. And as we know, we are way into February right now. Pretty soon it's going to be Valentine's Day. So what I'm doing right now is that I am just taking out all the bows on the Christmas tree, and I don't undo the bows, I just place them in a container or a ziploc. In that case, it's in a container because I don't know if I'm going to be using it later on in the year. So I'm just keeping it safe so that if I need it, I have it and I can always reuse it. And also some of the ornaments with all the sequins on it, I'm trying not to get everything messy and all over the place, and for it the ornaments to also lose its sequence. So what I do, I put every one of them in a little plastic bag and gonna tuck it away neatly like that. Most of the ornaments are tucked away individually, especially the big ones in an individual bag by itself because I don't want it scratching and getting ugly. So I take my time and put it away. It will be worth it when I need to use it again. And after putting it in individual bags and separating everything, put them in the small containers, then I know where everything is and how everything is. Then I will transfer them to a bigger container. For all the smaller ornaments, the one that I'm not worried about and I've stored previously multiple together, I would just put them in a big Ziploc bag and store them in the container like that. And I would go ahead and just put everything together neatly in the Ziploc, cover it in the container, and it will look just as new when I need to reuse it for the next time. So all I really wanted to work on today was just getting this tree out of my living room. So I make sure I stored everything nicely. The living room is still a mess. I have not gotten to the point of putting everything back and refixing everything. As you know, we are coming into Valentine's Day and I have wine ready in my living room. Don't mind the curtains that is looking pink right now. It is velvet wine red curtains, and it's very pretty, but for some reason when the sun hits the window from the outside, it makes it look like it's some type of rose pink or whatever, but no, that's not what it is. Anyway, some of the red that I have, the wine red that I have, I will be keeping as is for with making minimum changes since we're going into Valentine's Day. I don't decorate for Valentine's Day. I've never decorated for Valentine's Day. But what I do is leave my Christmas holiday decorations out for the winter. So you find that when I will remove things like the Christmas garland and stuff like that, the burgundy, the flowers, that are not just related to Christmas, they will be staying out as well. And I will just clean my home and redo my decor with these, excluding, Christmas tree and Christmas garlands and all of these things. If I have to make another garland, then that's what I'll do. Redoing my flowers and stuff like that. You will get to see that when I do it. So this is what I'm doing right now. I'm just taking down Christmas tree, and when I'm done, I'm gonna be vacuuming the floor. And that's pretty much what this video is all about. Just taking down this decor and neatly putting away all of my ornaments so that I can reuse them, and they can be nice and safe when I'm ready to use them next time. For those of you who are new here, I want to thank you so much for being on this platform. I want to thank you for supporting Living by Faith TV. I am very appreciative of you. And also, I realize that I haven't talked about maybe living in chronic pain 24 hours a day. It's one of the reasons why this channel was born, because I suffer with depression, and the depression is linked to me not being able to be myself anymore, be who I used to be, move around the way that I used to, have a life the way that I used to have it before. So you find that me laying on a bed, on my back, on my side, can't stand up too long, can't walk too long, 24 hours a day. No matter what I do, I'm in pain. It doesn't matter even though I'm on medication or not, I'm in pain 24 hours a day. And not taking any prescription pain medication right now, not because the pain management team that takes care of me at Bellevue Hospital don't give it, but because I choose not to, because after a few years of taking different types of pain medication, a few of them together. As a matter of fact, sometimes I would have 4 different prescriptions at the same time, having to mix prescriptions, and I am prone to side effects of medication. So you find that it used to make me sick in every way. It used to make my face black. It used to make me sick. I used to, when I say sick, I mean really sick, go to my MD and he would send me to different specialists to find out what's going on with me, and nothing he suggested specialists couldn't find out what's going on with me. I just went cold turkey throughout COVID, and I just stopped taking the medication, but I was so sick because I had withdrawal issues. I was so sick for almost 3 weeks. I was so sick, but I was really sick over a month. But the worst of it was over 3 weeks. And I didn't know that those medications would do that to you. However, after about 6 months of getting off of the medication, all the side effects and all the sickness and everything really went away. I was left with the bare minimum of what I know was wrong with me, which of course at the time, and I'm still to this day suffering with chronic pain, which comes from me having an accident. When I first came to the United States, I used to be a nanny in Manhattan. And when I was exiting the door with a baby in the stroller, the piece of metal that's on the wall, high up on the door, attached to the wall on the door to help it glide gracefully, burst from the wall, and it fell in the middle of my head. And at that time, I didn't know it, but my skull was fractured from my forehead all the way back to my neck, joined with my spine, and the impact was so strong that it damaged my spine, so it literally bent my spine. And up to this day, my spine is crooked. So with that, as time went on, you find that the problems got worse with my health. And so now I suffer with a degenerative spine, degenerative bone, dry cartilages, constant migraine 24/7 all the time. And before this situation happened, I never knew what it was to have a headache, fall as a migraine, and I was fine and I was really good. I was in good health. But when this thing decided to fall in my head, I asked myself the question, out of all the people that opened that door that day, so many people in and out of this building, why did it have to be me? Why did it have to be me that this thing just burst from the wall and fell in the middle of my head? And it wasn't hollow. It was all 100% iron, and to this day, I am suffering the consequences of what happened to me so many years ago. And as far as I know, and my doctors have told me, while time goes by, it's not going to get any better. It's just going to get worse and worse and worse and worse until I cease to exist anymore. And when you think about it, it's a very sad situation. So with all of that to take into consideration, you find that whenever I have time on my hand, I would sit and just think about who I used to be, the goals I had for my life, what I wanted to do with my life. All the plans, everything was just shattered and disappeared. It's like now I only sit there and think about what I could have done, how I could have been. I have no regrets as to things. People have regrets as to what they could have done and they didn't do. No, because I never had the chance to do it. This happened to me less than a year I was in America, and this situation happened to me. But now that I've gotten so much older and so much time have passed on this situation, it's so much worse. It is so much worse. But when the winter hits and the bones hurt, and I also suffer with fibromyalgia, I have so many other health issues, but this is the worst of it. The pain and depression, anxiety. This is the worst of it. This is the worst that I go through, and I believe all that anxiety, it comes from, everything is wrapped up in me basically being sick and having too much time on my hand to just sit down and think. So this is why I believe God had me open this YouTube channel, because it's like, if I had to focus on doing something else, anything, because I can't really do much right now when it comes to going out and finding this particular job and doing this particular thing. But in here, I'm the type of person, I would love my home to be clean as possible, like I used to before. However, it's not like that. It's not like that anymore. My house used to be sparkling all the time, 24/7, because I was always on top of things. Sometimes the simplest things now, like unloading the dishwasher, is difficult for me to do. I cannot just get up and unload the dishwasher. My body have to be able to do it for me to do it. It's a simple task: loading the dishwasher, unloading the dishwasher, washing a few dishes, wiping down the bathroom. I try to stay on top of it as much as I can, even just to use disinfectant wipe to wipe down the toilet and do all of this type of stuff. But it's still hard. Sometimes I can't do it. That's why I try to do it daily so it doesn't build up. But sometimes just for that one day or that 2 day that I cannot do it, it's still very difficult to just walk in and to say it like that and to know, well, I cannot do it today. And it's going to be building up and it's going to be on me to take care of it. So since I've been sick for the past few weeks, I haven't done any deep cleaning or anything like that. I haven't. I'm hoping to do better from here on in as time goes on. I'm really still not feeling good. And I'm not quite sure what's going on with me right now because the symptoms are very strange as to what I am going through right now. So I'm not quite sure what it is that I have to do or that I need to do. But I'm trying to take care of myself the best I can under the circumstances because I have no one else but just me. It's just me. I have me to depend on, and that's it. I have no one else. It's just me. But God is good. I trust Him. I have faith in Him. I believe in Him, and I depend on Him. He have taken me thus far. I don't believe that He will just take me this far to just let me go now, because I keep remembering the text that says, you will go through the waters, it will not overflow you. The fire, it will not consume you. And when you cannot walk anymore, I will carry you through, making sure that He will be there for you. He also says that I will never leave you nor forsake you. When you call on me, when you call my name, I will answer you, for you have known my name. These are all promises that God made to us, His children. One of the things that I really wish, and I hope one day it happen, sooner than later rather, obviously, but it is not in my hand. It's not in my control to do so. But I wish my platform was much bigger than it is right now so that it can be a family of people that go through. I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person. I don't like to sit and feel sorry for myself, but I'm pretty sure that I'm not the only person that is going through depression and degenerative bones and spine and chronic pain and all of these things. But while I may be going through all of that, I'm pretty sure I'm not the only person. So probably we could give each other feedback, encourage each other, be there for each other. But right now, it's just me on this platform going through it. So I talk about it because if anybody else was going through it, it would be nice for them to say something. But I've put this out there a few times and I haven't heard back from anyone saying that they're going through anything. So maybe that's just what it is for now. I do take herbs for medication. I'm not just without anything. I take my supplements and I also take herbal supplements targeting what I'm going through. One day I'll go through it with you guys and let you all know exactly what it is that I do take and why I do take them. Thank you guys again for being here. Thank you so much for being supportive. Thank you for everything. Each and every time I post a video and you guys show up and you look at, I appreciate, and I do really do appreciate you guys, because basically this is all I do. This is just what it is for me. This is all I do. I'm just there. I don't have too much going for me. I don't go anywhere and I don't do anything much. It's just what it is right now, and that's just the way it is for me right now. This is my life and I try to appreciate it and enjoy the best I can under the circumstances.